you ready to see?
Hello, my name is Logan Shaw. Welcome to the story. Today we talk about the Marvels. This is the next Marvel Cinematic Worldview commentary. Thanks for coming. Let's get into it. What is your purpose in life? What do you have to offer to the table? And how is that specific thing you offer to the table feasible in the line of anything that you do? So the meaning of this is to find particularly something that makes you extraordinary. And that being said, there are many things that come across when saying you're extraordinary for a certain given thing. Bottom line is finding something that you're good at, finding something that you're extraordinary at, finding the extraordinary in you, just like the Marvels did. Captain Marvel with blasting light, Miss Marvel with making light into physical matter, and, well, the third one, and, well, Monica Rambeau, as she makes light translucent to herself. The beckoning of light is the theme of this whole movie. What does it mean to use your exceptional powers for good? What does it mean to use your exceptional capability for good? And how can we make sure that the capability that we're using is something we're going to always feed back into, especially when it comes to history? What people are we helping that can't help themselves? What can we do to make sure we have the right amount of time to help the people that we need to help? That's another thing about this film. Not just finding your exceptionalism, but finding people that need help, that can't help themselves, unfortunately. The thing is, when you think about all this in terms of what it means to be a superhero, it's one of the basic fundamental things. It's one of the basic fundamental principles. And that being said, that seems to be something that's overbearing in some cases. What are you exceptional at? And what are you using your exceptionalism for? See, the thing is, when you go back and forth with this, there seems to be something that's beautiful in terms of your, well, capabilities. And the thing is, when you think about all this as a whole, it's something that we can all come together and say what we're exceptional at. It doesn't matter what it is. And that being said, there seems to be something more of a promising when it comes down to something like this. When it comes down to saving people. When it comes down to, well, saving yourself even. And that being the most notable goal out of everything, multiverses. To step into a multiverse is something that's different, new, controllable. And the thing is, when we come together and realize the exceptionalism of ourselves with the multiverses in question and every single state of matter that comes with technology and the phenomenon in the Marvel Universe, there's something that is greater to take away. Comradeship. And that's something we all have, as long as we're with the right team. And what the right team means is the benefit of the universe. But the thing is, when you think about all this in terms of what the universe has and what the universe needs help with, it needs heart. And when you have heart, you end up pumping it so much that you end up having to love for everybody to be willing to sacrifice, honor, and fight. And that being said, there's something that's really into it. What is something that we can take away from this? What is something we can look deep into to find the nooks and crannies of what this movie is trying to say? Well, let's go into detail. We have a little girl with an exceptional ability. We have a warrior that's continuing her job as a warrior. And we have another warrior that's yet to be seen as something great. 1, 2, 3, that makes the Marvel. 3 superheroes willing to detect threats of the universe and make it better or fight. And usually that means that it comes down to 2 important factors. What are we fighting? And how can we make sure everything's better afterward? What are we sacrificing? What do we do when things go wrong? These girls use their powers to make sure everything in the right mind is safe. And the meaning of that is to make sure that everyone in the circle is safe as well. That means you lose some friends, you gain some new ones, you end up just kind of like the Guardians of the Galaxy. These team-ups mean something, and we'll hopefully see more as we go on in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. But here's the thing. With all that being said, what does that have to do with you and I? Well, application, of course. When you find an exceptional tool, when you find an exceptional hobby, when you find an exceptional point of being, you find yourself in a place where you can never get out of. And that's a good thing, because you are honestly able to use those gifts for yourself. But honestly, how great would it be to use those gifts for other people? When you're self-exceptional, when you're beautiful beyond measure, when you're talented beyond measure, when you're skillful beyond measure, What are you doing with your tools, just like in the movie, to make sure you can be exceptional with it on the outside scope of yourself? Thank you for the common application. Let's continue forward. Thank you for my long story. Thank you for the Marvel Cinematic Movie commentary. There are more commentaries in the future, so keep an eye out for those. Also, the mission is 1,000 subscribers. You guys can help me get there by hitting the share, like, and subscribe button right on the screen. Also, by hitting the bell. Leave a comment if you can too. Thank you again, and peace.